Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. My name is Yaqut Zaman and we are going through chains of hadith or linked chains, linked hadith. Right, the hadith we're going to be choosing today is a hadith in Sahih Muslim. Now this hadith has 4 chains in Sahih Muslim, so we're going to have a look at those inshallah. Alright, so the hadith basically is this one over here. Now I hope you guys can see that because I don't want to bring it too close, otherwise the light here it reflects and then it's very difficult for you guys to see. So alright, so let's start with this hadith then. So hadith, let's just write down some beginning words of the hadith. Tawadda. Alright, we're gonna use tawadda as the, let's say, the wording, right? So we're gonna use a thick pen today, right? So I thought maybe it might become a bit more visible, right? You guys let me know. Do you guys think that writing with a thick pen is better, or a thinner, finer nib pen? So this is narrated by a Sahabi called Abdullah bin Zayd. Abdullah bin Zayd. And this Abdullah bin Zayd, he's known as Abdullah bin Zayd bin Asim. So remember that name. He's the one that is famous for narrating hadith to do with wudu. And there's another one called Abdullah bin Zayd bin Abdi Rabbihi. Right, he's famous for the adhan. Okay, so this one is famous for wudu. So okay, so Abdullah bin Zayd, he narrates this hadith. So Abdullah bin Zayd, he narrates it to Abihi. So Yahya bin Amr bin Yahya bin Umara from his father. So the father of Amr is Yahya. Let's write down Yahya here. Yahya bin Umara. And then Yahya narrates to his son Amr. So basically the way this kind of chain works is the Prophet ﷺ, he told this hadith, Abdullah bin Zayd memorized it, learnt it. Then he went and he told the hadith to Yahya, or many other people, amongst them was Yahya. And he told the hadith to some other people, amongst them was his son, Amr. Okay, then Amr goes and mentions this hadith to, who does he go and tell? He tells this hadith to, you got Amr there, you got Khalid. Right, so you got Khalid. Right, so we got Khalid over there, and then who do you have? Okay, so we've got Khalid, and then we've got Muhammad bin as-Sabbah. Right, so Muhammad bin as-Sabbah. Let's write over here. Muhammad bin as-Sabbah. He narrates to Muslim. So Muslim, put his name there. Alright, that's the main chain that Imam Muslim brings down. Now this chain, we assume this chain to be the best chain. Just understand this, maybe this is like the best chain that he's bringing, the strongest chain you can say, and then he brings like the ones that are slightly less. Alright, so that's the hadith. Right, I don't want to go through the hadith itself, I just want to bring the chains here. So if you guys want to go through the hadith, you're going to have to find another YouTuber who's going to go through the hadith with you. Alright, so now the next chain is this one. So see how he says it. He says, حدثني القاسم بن زكريا قال حدثنا خالد بن مخلد عن سليمان هو ابن بلال عن عمرو بن يحيى بهذا الإسناد نحوه ولم يذكر الكعبين. Right, so this Amr, i.e., he's basically saying from here onwards the hadith is the same, but he's saying before Amr, right, it kind of changes. Right, so I think, shall we do it in the same color? Right, let's do the same color then. Right, so we'll do the same color. Actually, no, different color. Different color, let's do different color so you guys can see the differences, and you guys will probably say, whoa, mashallah, this guy, his coloring is so wonderful. I don't know what I did in my other pen. So I'm going to have to use a light blue pen. So I do apologize, anyone who dislikes light blue colors. So Yahya, or so Amr, right, so Amr over here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to narrate from Amr to, who is it? Amr to Sulaiman, right? So Amr to Sulaiman, let's do it from here then. So, okay, so Sulaiman, right? You got Sulaiman there, and then Sulaiman narrates to Khalid. Narrates to Khalid. Okay, and then Khalid goes and narrates this to Al-Qasim. Al-Qasim. Right, and then Qasim goes and narrates this to Imam Muslim. So we've got another chain here then. So we've got two chains here. So this guy in Usul Hadith, you call this guy the Madar of the Sanad here. He's like the main sort of like kind of guy that everyone links back to, right? So these two are students, and these two chains come back to Amr. He's like known as the junction point. He's the junction point, you can call him. Right, let's have another chain then. So let's go down. Remember, if you don't understand anything in this chain, let me know, put in the comments, and I'll try to, in future videos, I'll try to remember to mention these points. Okay, and by the way, in Usul Hadith, you actually call this a mutabi. Okay, it's a mutabi. So if you were investigating Khalid, let's say you're investigating Khalid and you wanted to know, is there any other student of Amr that narrated this hadith from him? And you say yes, so Imam Muslim brings him, and this is called a mutabi at-tam of Khalid. Right? Put in the comments if you knew that. If you knew that, mashallah, I'm going to give you that one. Okay, so let's look at the next one then. So he says, Yahya again, and Amr ibn Yahya bihad al-isnad. When it says bihad al-isnad, it means from here, Amr, all the way down, it's the same. So he doesn't have to repeat it again. Because now this time he says, what does he say here? All right, so he brings the hadith of, okay. So here is where he brings the hadith of Malik. So this time Malik, the famous Imam Malik, he narrates. So should we put him on this side? Should we put him on this side? Let's put him on this side over here. Malik. Okay, that's Imam Malik. That is. Right, so Imam Malik. So there's like three guys who were like, you can say, class fellows, right? They were class fellows. They studied together. And then you've got Malik narrates to his student Ma'an. Ma'an is basically one of the strongest narrators of Imam Malik, right? Strongest students of Imam Malik in Hadith. And then you got Ishaq bin Musa. Yeah, so Ma'an and Ishaq bin Musa narrates to Muslim. Right, so you see what we've got here? We've got this next, another mutabi now. Right, another mutabi. Okay, put in the comments, if we were investigating Muhammad ibn Sabah, what would these two chains be called as mutabis? What kind of mutabis will they be? Put in the comments if you guys know. Right, so he's brought those. Now he's brought one more hadith now, one more chain. Okay, this is the last chain that he brings. Let's do this a different color. Should we do a green color? Let's do a green color. Right. So, right. So this time he says, it goes all the way down to Amr. All these seem to go Amr. Amr is the main guy here. So you see this part of the hadith over here. Let's call this the trunk of the hadith. It looks like a tree, doesn't it? The trunk of a tree, and then these are like branches going up. So this is single, individual, single, khabar wahid, right? So single. Gharib, you can say up to here. Gharib hadith up to here. Okay, so Amr, he narrates from Wuhayb, right? So you got Wuhayb here. So let's put Wuhayb there. So now you found 4 students of Amr. So Amr's guy seems to be very, mashallah, well-known muhaddith. Okay, and then from Wuhayb you have Bahaz, and then Bahaz you have Abdul Rahman. Okay, so that's basically the chains that Imam Muslim brings down. These are the chains Imam Muslim brings down. I was thinking, what do you guys think? Shall I bring a Bukhari chain for this? Shall I do it? Let's go for it. Let's do it. Right, so let's bring a Bukhari chain for this then. Right, so this is a website I use very frequently to do searches. It's called Apturas. I'll try to put the link in the. If I forget, just remind me, inshallah. All right, so let's look for a word in this hadith. Let's say, for example, istanshaka. You want to find a word which you think is not going to be found anywhere. So you press this button here, Al-Kitab, then you put like Sahih Al-Bukhari. Sahih Al-Bukhari. There we go. Look at this hadith that comes up. Yeah, here it is. All right, so he's brought this up. Okay, so interesting. So he brings this hadith, and let's do this hadith in a different color. I see, I should have done it in red, shouldn't I? Okay, anyway, let's do it in, let's say, I'm just trying to think, what color pen should I use? Let's just use purple. It's not going to be very highlighted. Okay, actually, you know what? I'm going to use blue, dark blue. I found it. Okay, so he says over here, this hadith is Amr bin Yahya, right? An Abihi, an Abdullah bin Zayd. So basically, this is the same all the way up to here, and then you have from here. He says Amr narrates to Khalid. Oh, we've got Khalid here already. So this is an interesting one. So Khalid's here already, right? And then what do we have? He says Musaddad. So here is where it differs. So if we were to, let's say, draw a line over here, no, it doesn't look very nice. If we were to draw a line over here to Musaddad, right? Doesn't look very nice, does it? But anyway, this is what happens. This is what happens, guys. And then that goes to Al-Bukhari. Right, Bukhari goes to Bukhari. So we got, let's just circle Khalid here to show that this chain goes all the way from here to there to Bukhari. So see, Bukhari has avoided using Muhammad ibn Sabbah, even though Muhammad ibn Sabbah is okay narrator, it's reliable, but Bukhari is avoiding. He's chosen Musaddad for some reason. Now I don't want to go into the reasons of why individual compilers they choose one over the other, because there's many reasons and that would take time to investigate as well. But all I'm going to mention is Khalid to Musaddad to Bukhari. Okay, let's see if there's another version of this. Usually brings it after. Okay, Masirot, is there one here? Okay, yes. Right. So the other one is An Abihi Shahidtu Amr ibn Abi Hassan Shahidtu Amr ibn Abi Hassan Sa'ala Abdullah ibn Zayd an Wudhu. So he says Amr ibn Yahya an Abihi. Yeah. This is interesting. So look at this. This one says Amr ibn Yahya an Abihi an Abdullah bin Zayd annahu, right? But this one says Amr ibn Yahya an Abihi qala shahidtu Amr bin Abi Hassan. I witnessed Amr bin Abi Hassan Sa'ala. So Imam Bukhari actually says there's actually another guy, and it's going to call him, we're going to call him Amr bin Abi Hassan, right? And this Amr bin Abi Hassan, he is the one who basically, so he said, now is this the same hadith? Is there a person missing here? Is this another version of this hadith? That's the thing which would intrigue a person now. Imam Muslim clearly has brought this because, or Bukhari has clearly brought this because he wants to show some sort of like a point, to make a point here. So Yahya, all right, to Amr, right there, Amr, and then Wahib, you got Wahib there. So Wahib's here, isn't it? So circle this one over here, right? And then this goes to Wahib goes to who? Sulaiman. And Sulaiman to Bukhari. So let's do a dotted line here, just to show this is the one that we're talking about. Yeah, and there you have it. Okay, interesting, isn't it? So you see, this is where you have to kind of like do reverse engineering of these chains to try and figure out why did Muslim avoid Musaddad and Sulaiman? Did he not study by them? Or does he find these narrators to be stronger and better? Remember, this one is the first one that he brought. That's the second one that he brought. That's the third one. And then this is the fourth one. The green was the fourth one. So this is the interesting thing about Imam Bukhari. Imam Bukhari, he clearly has this understanding of these chains, but he brings other chains over here. So anyway, I don't think the other one is related to that. Okay, yeah, no, it's not. Yeah, and that's it. Now we can actually go further and start investigating other chains. I mean, should we do it? Just thinking, we don't want to spend too much time on these, right? So should we just check? Let's just check, for instance, Tirmidhi. Yeah, at Tirmidhi, what does Tirmidhi do? Tirmidhi. Sunan Tirmidhi, Ahmad Shakir. Okay, let's try that one. الماضي مستشرق كف واحد. Alright, this is the one. Right, so here he's brought a hadith. Now Imam Tirmidhi, by the way, he only brings one hadith usually, right? But then he'll bring like separate chains on some occasions. But usually he just has like one hadith that he's going to bring. So Tirmidhi has a hadith, and his hadith is I don't know if you can see it or not. Let's just bring this, make this a bit bigger. Alright, so can you see that? Yeah, so yeah, Abdullah bin Zayd to Yahya, to Amr, to Khalid. So Abdullah, Yahya, Amr, Khalid. He's going to go to the Khalid one. And then what does he have? Khalid Ibrahim bin Musa. Right, so he's gone to someone called Ibrahim bin Musa. And then Ibrahim bin Musa narrates to Yahya bin Musa, and then Tirmidhi. So if we were to do one for Tirmidhi, let's say, we can probably draw a line over here and say Khalid narrates to Ibrahim bin Musa, and Ibrahim bin Musa narrates to Yahya bin Musa, and then Yahya bin Musa narrates to At-Tirmidhi. Yeah, mashallah, got that done. So you see what happens when you look at these chains, you realize there's a whole different world in these chains. Put in the comments how you benefit from like these videos or the chain studies. You begin to realize, now even if you haven't really done too much usul hadith, you begin to realize this is what the patterns you're supposed to be looking for. There are these patterns in here that the scholars, when they were compiling these chains, they were deliberately putting in their books chains that were filled with some sort of like lessons that we can learn. Right, some usul hadith lessons or whatever. And like I said to you, some of the usul hadith lessons are very simple. Like for example, you call these like chains the mutabi'as, and then this over here, you call this the like the core of the chain, the core of it, the essence of the chain. And then you've got like this over here branches out, and this is what we call a gharib hadith, a gharib, because you only got one sahabi narrates to one Yahya to one Amr, and then from Amr it kind of like takes off. Alright, so a bit like innamal a'malu binniyat hadith. Right, so it looks very similar. The only question, here would be, why does Imam Bukhari bring this one here? What's the interesting thing? This would make you intrigued. You want to study this, right? You want to look up this, and you want to look up why does Imam Bukhari when Khalid goes to Musaddad. Right. Okay, so Jazakallah khair, guys. I hope you guys benefit from that. Let me know what you guys think of this. Let me know if you guys think I should do more of these, or if I should do less of these, or I don't know how you guys think I should go about it. Jazakumullah khair, guys. And I know some of you guys have told me to look up some chains. The thing is, I don't want to look up chains at the moment. I don't want to kind of like investigate the narrators at the moment. So some of you guys have said to me, oh, please, can you check some chains for me? And I have actually gone through those chains. So I think it is, who was it? Let me just have a check. In the comments, it was blogger was saying, could you additionally analyze the following isnad as found in Sunan Abu Dawood? I heard some saying it's da'if and others saying it as Hasan. So yeah, I did check up the hadith. The hadith actually has multiple chains, not in just Abu Dawood, but Bukhari and Muslim as well. So it's a very well established hadith. The Abu Dawood one itself might have some issues in some of the narrators, but the hadith itself is a well established one found in other books as well. But yeah, that kind of thing I want to do a bit later maybe. But for now, I just want to get you guys used to the idea of how I make chains. Jazakumullah khair, guys, and give me a like, thumbs up, or like whatever, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed, And yeah, share it with your friends. MashaAllah, we've reached just over 40,000 viewers. Hopefully, guys, we're going to reach 100,000 viewers, inshallah. And when we do that, I'm gonna do something. I think I'll do. You put in the comments what I should do, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakumullah khair, guys, for all of your support. Without your support, I wouldn't have been able to produce the videos that I've put up on my YouTube channel. And there is so much more that I really want to do. And without the support of you guys who are patrons, generously supporting this channel, I've been able to get myself a camera, which, as you guys can see, the quality of this camera, mic system, software. I've been able to hire an editor. So what do I want to do? I want to make lots and lots and lots of more videos for beginners, for intermediate, advanced, in the subjects like Arabic and fiqh and hadith and tafsir and aqidah and all those other things as well. And for this to happen, again, this channel needs support. So if you guys want to become patrons and support this channel, then check out the link below. Also, if you do become patrons, you'll have access to videos that I don't put up on my normal YouTube channel. So check that out, inshallah. And there's most other perks as well that you guys can benefit from. And if you want to access this channel through social media, we've got Twitter, we've got Instagram, Facebook page, and other things as well that you can visit. So Jazakumullah khair again, guys. Thank you very much for your support. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakumullah khair for watching this video. I hope to see all of you guys. If you guys are interested, please leave us feedback, get in contact with us. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.